Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to be putting the high pressure fuel pump on the MK5 Golf. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you haven't yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button and post notification bell. Stay up to date with my projects. With that being said, let's get everything out to the Golf and start pulling it apart. Alright guys, so first up, I'm going to say, hey guys, what are you doing? Eating grass. She's been washed, she's a bit fluffy. I'm going to take the battery out. It's been sitting for a while. It was down a little bit, and I'll put it on charge while I'm fixing everything else. So I'm going to do the high pressure fuel pump. It's the new one. I'm going to do that. Take it for a drive, see if it's all good. If it is, we'll come back and we'll do an oil change because it needs a little bit of a service too. Alright, so I just emptied the catch can and nah, that's coffee. Alright, let's do it. Alright, finally got the battery out. I didn't realise that there was a mount. It's just a little mount that was down here. Got that out. Just tested it. It's 11.6. So yeah, we're just going to have it on while we're doing this. So yeah. Alright boys, just pulled the catch can out. Let's have a look how bad it is. Would you look at that? That's 300 mils, I think it is. It's nearly full. Wow, I wasn't joking, it's nearly the same. I'll pour it into my schmutz one. Whoops. Better put them back in. How did they come off? Anywho. Actually, I don't think I actually put them on because I never took it apart. Anyway. Quickly with the catch can. The intake's still dirty, and I just realised that this goes from the crankcase to here. Could I put that into the catch can? Because we still have a vacuum back to an intake to this one here. So if I just block that off and put that to the top into that one there. What are you doing, ass? Yes, need to clean up the backyard. You got an apple. You got an apple. Jeez. Alright guys, there's the old one. There's the new one. I oiled up the roller that goes in there. So nice and lubed up. So start putting it all back together. Just gonna dip this in oil as well, so it's lubed up before we start it. So I freaked out a little bit. I went to put it in and it wasn't going in. It was sitting up way too high. But then I could push it down, so it must be up on the lobe at the moment. So freaked out a little bit. So I think this is definitely had its day. I couldn't push it on the other one. Alright, got that back on. Sensors on. Ooh. Ooh, this one's a hard one. You've got to get this one off to get that one off to get down to that bolt down there. That's a pain to get back on. Come on, Volkswagen. Get your head together. Ah! Got it. Alright, we'll get this one on. Then we'll put the catch can back in. And we'll put that 9° on. Yeah, let me know about this one here. Looks like it's got a one-way. Well, actually, it just shows you which way to put it on. Yeah, that goes into there. So, I guess I could plug that. What's the difference between there to there? The only thing difference is that it can get sucked down into there. So that'll still create vacuum. So if that butterfly is shut, vacuum's going down there. If that's open, vacuum's going that way. Because yeah, got a bit of oil there, got a bit of oil on. Well, actually not much there. There's a bit in this elbow though. Right. Well, that might just be the texture of the plastic. There's a bit there. But there was heaps in there. That was... She went a little bit over. 10,000 Ks, I think. Nah, 5,000. I did it. Did I do it last service? I don't know. Anyway. Alright boys, it's all back together except for the cover, which also has this little vacuum line on it. Catch can is sitting a bit better over there. I didn't attach it to this line here, and I was actually rubbing on it, so I just put a cable tie around the actual mount, so it shouldn't be rubbing on it, so it'll be moving together. And yeah, a bit more stable, a bit more easy to get to. I can't believe that was full. That was grot. Yeah, once again, let me know. I've still got another one I can do from there. Go under into this one. Alright boys, here we go. Just put a little bit more oil. It was on the half, on the dipstick, so a bit more oil. We are going to do an oil change if this works out. There it is for that one. Alright, moment of truth. I'm a bit nervous. Alright. Right, I'm actually going to pop the cover off and just put it off to the side so I can see if there's any leaks or anything. Like so. Alright boys, it's running. I disconnected the high pressure fuel pump, the connection on it, cut out. So I know it's working. So fingers crossed. Let's go for a drive, and hopefully it's worked. Hopefully I fixed it. If I have, come back, do an oil change, put some coolant in it, give it a good wash. Because it's been sitting for like, I guess 6 weeks, 4 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. Anyway, let's go for a drive. You gotta be kidding me. Just going for a little bit more of a drive, let things settle a little bit. It's been sitting for a while. It's on the load now. It could also be supercharger related, but we'll see. We'll see. The OBD11's not connecting. Alright, now she wants to connect. Got the password up. Charging the battery. Didn't really do much. Wasn't on there for long. Maybe hour and a half. We're at 13.8 volts. Just wait for it to connect and read everything before I start driving again. Right, so I'm back home now, but scanned up with 8 problems. Right, comfort. I think this is low power. Overheating. You know, engine. 4 faults. Fuel pressure. Camshaft position sensor outside of tolerance. Doesn't sound like it's running very well. Fuel pressure. I'm going to clear the fuel pressure regulator. Well, that'll do the cam. Camshaft position sensor outside of tolerance. Great. Anyway, you guys are getting low on battery, so I just went for a little bit longer of a drive, bigger block, so I'll go through the gears. 3000, fine. Supercharger's on. Guess the 3000 died. But there was no, like the butterfly wasn't working. So maybe I didn't plug it in. Yeah, it's on, it's on. And then I got back and really smoking. Hopefully turbocharger hasn't just shat itself. Great. So I might give it a wash while it's cooling down. One thing after another. But yeah, I fixed fuel pressure, so that's all good. But I guess at 3000 it just dies. Yeah, I better not be the fuel pressure regulator or the high pressure fuel pump not being able to supply that. Like I've got the wrong one. But yeah, smack on 3000. It just, that changeover between supercharger and turbocharger, there's just nothing. Like you can drive the car, if you don't go over 3000, you can drive the car just fine. Drives fine. Alright, so I took the Golf for another drive and it runs smooth up until that 3000, and then I got a couple of misfires. So yeah, it looks like the high pressure fuel pump isn't good, or the sensor isn't, because I checked the fault code that came up for cylinder 1 and 4 with the misfires, saying it's insufficient fuel. So that sucks. I don't know what to do now. The mister said if it's going to cost any more, I'm calling it. And well, yeah, could be. Well, I still need to fix the camshaft sensor. I think it's just it's on its way out, the whole engine, I think. Great. Alright guys, unfortunately I ran out of time. We ended up going out for dinner and just got back. It's nearly 9 o'clock and obviously it's dark outside, so I won't be working on the Golf. I did do a couple of little things after last scene. So I'll just run you through what's going on. High pressure fuel pump. Got a new one. It's not producing enough pressure after 3000. It's got all the right numbers, everything. So what I did was I took the guts of it and what did I do? The new one, and I put it in the old one. Went for a drive and it ran like crap. got up to 3000, didn't produce anything after that, and then it started to do what it did before, where it started to not get enough. So I think that's the fuel pressure regulator switch, which is on the side where it connects into the electrical part of it. So what I'm going to do tomorrow, actually take the guts out of the old one and put it into the new one. So I'll have the new connector and all the old internal stuff, so the mechanical part of it, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that'll work. So that'll be next episode, so that'll be the final one, and I'll probably link the first one and the last one together, so you can have just a short thing instead of having 3 episodes in between of me not knowing what I'm doing. Anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll catch you next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye.